What is up? What is up? What is up, everyone, everyone, everyone? It is another day, another time, and another week for your favorite show, Word From The Rev podcast. You all. I know that y'all been missing us the last couple of Fridays due to some technical difficulties. The show got deleted, but we gonna get the guests back and get back in the rotation on that. But today, I wanted to still drop y'all something to where y'all still getting something from a word from the web. And today, I have a family member on here with me. Like me and this girl been rocking for a good little minute. Like for real, y'all don't understand. Like I'm talking about none other than Miss Go Get It herself, Coach Shaquille herself, the rapper, the model, the mother, like everything and anything you need, she got it. It won't surprise me if in the next couple of years y'all don't hear that she's running for president of the United States because this girl can do it all. And she's about to come on in and talk about Kingdom Boss Mindset. So I'm talking about Miss Andrea Hibbitt. Let's go. Well, hello, boss lady. What
Hey,
is going
hey,
on?
how's it going?
I am good. How are you?
All is well. Super happy to be here.
I'm super happy to have you, y'all. For those who don't know, if you've been rocking with Reverend JC3 Ministries for a minute, you know that from jump, this girl was behind the scenes working with me, and I will always be indebted to her for that. Like, y'all seeing now, y'all didn't see those hard work I was put in the very beginning. So I thank God for her and people like her. Whenever I get to talk to people that was like right there with me from jump, it's always like a homecoming. So I'm excited to have you.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see you still going and pushing through. Like, I remember when all of this was just an idea for you. So to see you making it happen, turning it into a reality, and being consistent and showing up and being obedient is it's an honor to watch.
And I thank you for just being you and pushing me when I needed it the most. So, y'all, we about to jump in and get started with this podcast on today. So, first question I got for you: when I say Kingdom Boss Mindset, what comes to mind?
Kingdom boss mindset.
Hmm.
Um, To be honest, of course, the word comes to mind, and I think about the individuals in the word, such as Joseph and Moses, and how they show what it was like to be noble men and to have integrity and to be obedient to God. That is boss, kingdom boss mindset to me. And even the women, Ruth being loyal to her mother in law, and Hannah being obedient to God and keeping her promises for her answered prayer. That's boss mindset, being able to stand out from the rest. It's one thing to be a boss, but to be a boss that's traveling on the narrow path and that is seeking God through the entire journey and having their steps be ordered by God, it makes it a bit more challenging, if you ask me. So a kingdom boss is definitely set it apart from the rest of bosses, if you ask. If that, and these are just, of course, my personal perspectives, my personal opinions. But for you to have that kingdom in front of that boss is definitely it's elevating things.
Oh, definitely. It's
It
a different
elevates
level.
things.
It's a different
Yeah.
level. Like, it's definitely a different level. So, All right, we're gonna go to the next question. How did you get started as a life coach?
To be honest, um, I was working at a warehouse and I'm in my early 20s at this point in my life. I'm 20,
Hold on,
21.
hold on. You talk about
Uh-huh.
you in your early 20s. You up here looking like you in your 20s now. Like, stop playing.
I'll
Stop
take it.
playing.
I'll take
Stop
it.
playing.
Shoot. We done aged. I mean, we fine like wine, but
Yeah,
we've
yeah, yeah,
aged.
yeah.
But yes, I was in my early 20s and I remember I would be at work and I would have people older than me. Like at that time, again, I was in my 20s, people in their 30s and 40s just venting, just opening up, pouring out. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what is this about? Why are these people pouring into me? And at that time, I knew God, but I was not actively seeking him. He
Right.
wasn't a part of my journey the way that he is now at that time. So in that moment, I didn't really know that I was being chosen as a life coach. But the fact that people just confided in me without me even doing anything but being present, just presenting my energy and them feeling that and knowing like, hey, clearly this is a confidant, clearly there's something about her that makes me feel welcome, makes me feel comfortable. So I looked into it. I'm like, well, there has to be something like a career for this. And then I came across, I'm not sure if you know her, but Antonica Moore.
Yes, that's another
Yes.
good friend of mine. We getting her on the
Okay.
podcast very soon. We trying to work it
Good.
out.
Good. Yes. She was a life coach at that time. And I started working with her and I was inspired. I went through the same institution she went through to become certified. So honestly, people just coming and confiding in me is what made me feel like, okay, Andrea, this is what you was called to do. Like this is for you. It's effortless. It's some people really gotta work hard. And of course I had to get that training. Of course I had to meet my blessing halfway and do what I could on my end, to craft that skill. But that's just kind of how I knew when it found me when I was working at a warehouse like over 10 years ago.
You see, it's amazing how you was somewhere where it didn't have anything to do with life coaching and your calling found you. Same way as when David became king. He was nowhere near anywhere as far as you would think of a king being. He was in the field tending to his sheep, and yet and
Yeah,
still his calling found him. So it's just amazing how God will place you in certain places to where you have no choice but to be
for sure.
obedient.
For sure. Yeah, even when you don't even recognize it at that moment. Because again, at that moment, I was just confused why these older people were like telling me their life stories and their problems. I'm
Right,
like, you realize I'm like 10 years younger than you. And like, but the fact that they, even trusted my advice in those times and like clearly they saw something in me at that time I didn't see in myself.
right. And that's what's needed. That's what's needed.
For sure.
It was good training for you. It was a training ground for you.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. So, how did you get started with content creating? Because y'all, if you do not follow her on TikTok, her TikTok videos be hilarious. I be like in tears laughing at some of them. I think my favorite one was the I'm a black mom. I'm tied between I'm a black mom and it's my birthday tomorrow. Those two got me crying.
Yes. So to be honest, like, of course, being a mom, being all the things, being an employee, being a mom, a daughter, a sibling, being all the things, it can become so easy to lose my identity. People who have multiple roles, who wear multiple hats, like I'm sure they get it. Like it can be so easy to lose sight of what you enjoy doing, lose sight of just still having fun, still finding that enjoyment and that laughter in life. And so me creating those videos, of course I have like my Coach Shaquille page, which is more,
Oh yes.
motivational,
And I love those
but
too.
Yeah, but my Miss Go Get It page is really just a way for me to just stay in tune with my fun side, my kid side, my side that, like I love content creating. And it's so funny because y'all see the videos, but y'all don't see all the different takes that I do, to get it right. Like my daughter, the most recent one we did, like we redid that one like 5 times. And she's like, okay, mom, I'm gonna give it my best this time. And we got it. So I'm like, girl, we gonna keep doing this until we
I'm about
get
to go
this
look at
right.
this most recent one.
Yes, it's talking about how I would like it's like when I've been trying to talk to my teenager all day and she's been
Oh yeah,
short
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I've
waits for
seen
my
that
me
one. I've
time.
seen that one.
Yeah, like so yes, but I enjoy it. It's just a way for me again to stay in tune with the kid in me. Growing up is ghetto, if you ask me, just my personal opinion. So it just allows me to just, stay in tune with my kid side.
Like, who told us to grow up? Who gave us permission to do this
Listen,
adult life?
when
Like,
I
I
say
want to
back
find them.
well, I take it back. Whenever I was younger and swore I wanted to be grown, I take it
Yes.
back. I didn't
Yeah.
mean it. I didn't know
Yeah,
no better.
look, I'm like that cartoon on Rugrats where it says, I'm going home, Tommy. I want to be a kid again. I don't want to be an adult. I'm going home.
Yes, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And then, like I said, it's one thing to just be an adult, but to be an adult with responsibilities and trying to be on that narrow path, like, whew, it definitely takes a dedication to to keep showing up and trying.
For real. I feel that. So, okay. All right. So, we're going to go with this next one. Who is Miss Go Get It and who is Coach Secure?
So, okay. Miss Go Get It is like the OG OG.
He
She
is.
it's funny because through my coaching career, through my just, me identifying myself and trying to, figure out what I wanted to be called. Like, what am I gonna go by when I start to present myself to my audience? And Miss Go Get It was my very first identity. And a lot of people still know me as Miss Go Get It here, in Bowling Green, where I'm from, because that's the originator. And that really just describes the hustler in me. That really describes the person who is going to persevere regardless of whatever. I feel like Miss Go Get It is, more so of like my younger side. She's more so, I feel like I'm at that age where I'm like not that old, but I'm not that young. So I'm just kind of
Right,
in
right.
between. So Miss Go Get It is more of, my youthful side. For lack of a better term. And she's fun. She's cool. She's urban. She's ebonic, very ebonic. But she's cool. Coach Shaquille, I feel like is more of my matured side. Coach Shaquille, she's more wise. She's more patient and understanding. Kind of just a mom type energy. Very welcoming, very knowledgeable. And it's funny to talk about myself in third person, but it makes it easier for
It
me to
does.
to describe, I guess, those characteristics. But yeah, so it's like a part of me is Miss Go Get It, a part of me is Coach Shaquille. And yeah, I enjoy showing up as both.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. And like when she says it is two different people, it really is. Cause like there's been times where I've gotten Coach Shaquille when I needed
Mhm.
it, and then when I needed that kick in the behind, and that like, no, we done with the little pity party. Let's go. I got Miss Go Get It. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I love both. I love both.
Because both of them operate out of love. I'm learning as I, get older and provide advice for those who ask it. It can be challenging to hear the things that we don't necessarily want to hear, but we need to hear. And so I definitely try to carry myself in a way where it's coming out of a genuine place, regardless of what kind of news I have to break to you. If I know what's going to hurt your feelings, I still try to present it in the most respectful way because I can't always speak or share things that's going to make you feel good. Sometimes it's those things that kind of just hurt a little bit that's going to make us really wake up and smell the coffee. That's really
For
going to
real.
make us realize how, there are some changes that I need to correct, or there are, just some things that I could do better in. So regardless of the information given, it's always out of love and genuine energy.
Yeah. There's I feel like Coach Shaquille is that one that's gonna make you look at the man in the mirror. She's gonna be like, "Yo, check yourself out. Like, yo, you you talking about what you're not doing, but yo, let's put that common denominator. The common denominator is you.
Yeah, that's for sure. And that's the thing though, like when I provide my videos, I don't know if it's been noticed, but I always end it with, as I say it to you, I say it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because being in a position where you are just giving wisdom, to be honest, like the things that I share are simply my perspective. They're simply things that I may have at some point gone through and learned from. And I'm sure I'm not the only person going through that. So let me kind of just share my experience to help the next person out. But a lot of times, what I'm sharing is also what I need to hear. It's also me pouring into my own self. I'm not perfect. I'm a person navigating through life just like everybody else. And so, me saying, as I say it to you, I say it to myself. It is really just assuring my audience that, like, hey, like she's one of us. You feel me? She
See, you
goes
ain't
through
got
things
yeah,
just like we go through things.
right, right. I feel that. I feel that. And I think what I love about you is the fact that you are real involved with it. Like, and that's something that I've learned from you. Like, there might be days where you get on live and you got the bonnet and the robe on, and you just like,
Okay.
yo, let's chill tonight. Let's just talk tonight. And I'm like, I like that. I like that. So it's like you letting them see, like, yo, I'm not always gonna be dolled up. Let's talk.
Right. Right. Because who got time for that, honey? I got 5 kids. Listen, if I took the time to get cute before every time I hopped in front of the camera, I'd be done forgot the message. You feel me? When I feel like when God gives me something that he wants me to come share with the audience that he has connected me with, I have to show up regardless of how I'm looking like. And even when I do show up like that, I make it clear like the message, the point is the message. Like if you distracted by what I'm looking like, then you're
Turn your
distracted
camera off.
altogether.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just set the phone down and hear me out. You feel me? But it's not going to stop me. And, for some people, I feel like that would stop them. Like, oh, I got to go do my makeup real quick, or I got to go, honey, I'm going to come
Mm-mm.
to you how I come to you. You feel me? I had time to get a little cute today. So, you feel me? It ain't always going to be bonnet and robe, but trust and believe I will show up in my bonnet and
Oh
robe.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She will. She will, y'all. She will. And that's what I love about her is her realness and her wildness. Like I love that. Absolutely.
For sure.
So, all right, we're gonna go into this. How do you find the balance? Because, ma'am, you do it all. You're a mother, you're a business owner, you are a daughter, you are a life coach, you also working a 9 to 5 as well. Your kids have their
Yeah.
own life,
Yeah.
but you got to find time for Andrea too. So, like,
Yeah.
how do you deal with that? Like, how do you find that balance?
You know, to be
You
honest,
like
I'm still learning. I'm still figuring it out. I'm big on balance. I'm not big into astrology, but I think that there are some valid points, and I'm a Libra, and our sign are scales. So,
look, this is why we so tight.
okay,
Libras,
okay, you
Libras for
already know.
life. Libras for life.
You
That's why
already
we
know.
that explains why our vibe is the way that it is. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But I'm saying like I like balance, and when things aren't balanced, I feel uneasy. And so I'm still learning. I really am. I just take it day by day, for the most part. I have a schedule, I know what the kids got going on. I know what I have going on. So if there's a day where we don't have much going on and I feel like, okay, you know what, let's do some self-care. Let's wash the hair. Let's, do a face mask, like whatever you want to do today, Andrea, to make yourself feel good and, just to get reconnected and realigned with you. Then I do that. It's not as often as I would like just yet, but again, I'm still finding my way. I think that that's part of just like making changes in life. If you have to figure out what works and what don't. And as of right now, I'm just learning. I'm just trying different things. And as a life coach, I'm not going to encourage something from my audience and from my clients that I'm not willing to incorporate myself. And that's something that I encourage is just try different things. Like if you're wanting different results, you got to give different actions. So if I'm wanting more self-care time, if I'm wanting more balance between mom life, work life, and entrepreneur life, and also my relationship and my life with God, then I have to try different things. Like, what's going to work? Do I have to wake up a little earlier, on certain days just to get a little more in on my schedule? Or do I have to stay up a little later? Like, how can I, make it work? So honestly, I'm still figuring that out for myself. And it's working out for the most part.
And I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for real.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna go into this next question because some of y'all don't know is, but my sister got some bars on her. Like I've seen the video. Like my sister be dropping some bars. So how did you get started rapping?
um I got started like honestly, music was just always been my thing. I remember being a little girl, and I have two stepsisters who would come down from Indiana. So them, and then my actual little sister, Aaliyah, we would all karaoke. We would all go in the living room, have our little singing contest. Like, couldn't
Showtime
tell
at
us
the
nothing.
Apollo.
Yes, honey. And don't let me not win because I was in my feelings. Like, don't let me not win the karaoke in the living room with the remote control as the microphone, honey, because I was definitely in my feelings. So I think I've always just had a love for music, and then of course just starting to navigate through life as a young girl. My mom wasn't present, and she had moved away, so I was living with my dad, and it was just kind of like a way of expressing myself. It was just a form of art. So I started writing, and then when I got into my adulthood, I was dating someone who was into music as well. And I had made that song, and I was encouraged to like go to the studio, and I was like, okay, like this is cool. And honestly, that's really been like the only song I recorded, the one that I have the video to. But I don't see that as the end of my rap
Mm-mm,
career. I
mm-mm.
definitely see myself tapping back into that at some point in life, but it's like, let me just focus on one thing at a time for right now. I'll get to it when it's time. When God say, okay, you can go back over there and dibble and dabble with that, then that's when I'll get to it. But right now, he's got me focused on some other things.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel it. So, all right, we're gonna go into this next question.
Okay.
Uh, How did you get started, like with the wellness and working out? Because I remember back in the day, you was posting videos in the gym 24/7.
Yeah. Honestly, being active and being healthy has always been important to me. At that time, it may have been more so about looking good. I just wanted to feel confident about myself, and
Mm-hmm.
um working out and keeping myself in shape was just really important to me. And so I'm at a point now where it's still important. It's definitely something that I'm just attempting to incorporate back into my schedule. But it can be a lot, but it's still important now that I'm getting older. I mean, I'm 32, so it's like, again, I'm not old, but I'm at a point where it's like I want to already be in a habit, in a routine of like taking care of my health. So when I'm like 50 and 60, I'm not trying to hurry up and, switch up my eating habits or incorporate some type of exercise routine. I already want to be in the habit of it by those ages. So it's important to me. And I got into it I don't know. I honestly don't know because what really like encouraged my workout journey was, I don't know if you're familiar with Shanti. He's with Team Beachbody and he has the hip
Yeah,
hop
yeah,
abs
yeah,
video. You can't
yeah.
tell me nothing. Like still to this day have my workout videos. Like some people prefer the gym, some people prefer to like go workout outside or whatever. I prefer my workout videos. Like they get me right. So I still have my little collection. Yes, I still have a DVD player. So, like, that's really what got me started as far as my workout routine goes.
I feel that. I feel that. All right, so we about to have a little fun now. We about to have a little fun. I'm gonna give you three names. Now,
Okay.
in these three names, you have to pick one to go to dinner with, one to write a book about, and one to play you in a movie.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start it off with Tina Turner,
Okay.
Aretha Franklin, and Patti LaBelle.
Okay. I would I would go to dinner with Patti LaBelle.
Okay, okay.
Was the second one write a book about?
Yeah, write a book about.
I would probably write a book about Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have Tina Turner
Play you in a movie.
play me in a movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see your body in you. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. All
For
right.
sure.
All right. So next one, we're gonna go with Jacqueline Carr,
Okay.
Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, and then we're gonna go with Pastor Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Okay. I would definitely go to dinner with Sarah Jakes Roberts.
Okay.
I can't imagine the amount of wisdom I would be able to receive from her. So yeah, I would go to dinner with her. I would write a book about Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I would have Jacayla Carr.
Play you in the
I,
movie. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
I can see that too. I can see that too. I can see that. I can see that. All right.
yes.
So we're gonna go with I gotta make it hard for you because you answering these too quick. I gotta make it hard. I gotta make it hard. Let me think. Let me think here. All right. Michelle Obama, Vice President of the United States, Miss Kamala Harris.
Kamala. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And then we're gonna go with who else can I put in there for that third one? All right, Sierra. Sierra
Okay.
Wilson.
Okay. Listen, I would go to dinner with Sierra because I need to know. I need to know.
That prayer.
Listen, what's the tea, Sierra? I need to know. Sure. But yes, I would have dinner with Sierra. Um, I guess I would write a book about Camilla
hmm
and
hmm
then have Michelle Obama
Play you in a
play.
movie.
Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. All right, we're gonna go with Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, and Mariah Carey.
Okay. I would write about Whitney, write a book about Whitney. I would go to dinner with, I'm lying. I would go to dinner with Whitney because she seemed like about the realest out of all of them. I'm sure
Oh
they
yeah,
all real in their own way, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whitney got a story to tell for real, for real.
And Whitney ain't holding nothing back. And
Right.
don't let that food not be good when they bring it to the table. They gonna
I'm
see
telling
New
you.
Jersey Whitney come out, Newark, New
I'm telling
Jersey.
you. Yes. Yes. So I guess I would write a book on Janet Jackson and have Mariah Carey play me in a movie.
Okay, okay. All right,
Yeah.
last one I got for you, and this one I'm gonna make it hard.
Okay.
Beyonce knows, Rihanna, and Jennifer Lopez.
Okay. I hope I don't get canceled before I even become a thing, but I'm not a Beyonce fan.
Oh no!
I'm
You
not
are
a
not about to
Beyonce.
get me in trouble on this Beyonce's internet. You are not.
I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna set her to the side. You know, it ain't, you feel me? I just, everybody got their own preferences, and
Okay,
she's just
okay.
not
I
my
feel that. I
preference.
feel
That's
that. I
all.
feel that.
Yeah, that's all. Um, Rihanna though, I would go sit down with Rihanna.
Okay,
I
so
def
I'll throw Kelly Rowland in Beyonce's spot.
Okay, cool. That's cool with me. Yeah, so I would still go have dinner with Rihanna. I love that she's an island girl. Like I love that, and it's so crazy because I would always like have this love for reggae music. It's just something about it. It just really gets me going. Like I love to dance to it, vibe to it, and then come to find out, my great grandmother was Jamaican.
I
And
can
I
see
had no
it.
idea. I was like, okay, that makes sense. You know, that's why I feel really connected and in tune with the island culture. But yeah, I would sit down with Rihanna for dinner. I would have Kelly play me in a movie. And who was the third one?
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I guess I could write a book about Jennifer.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right. You actually did good on this. There's only been two people that have nailed this with no problems, like no hesitations. You you and another person are the only two that like didn't even hesitate. So all right,
Yeah.
I'll hand it to you. All right. So last question that we have for you. First off, we want to thank you again for taking time out of your busy day and spreading the love with us on today. And last thing I want to do is I want you to number one, tell my followers where they can find you at. And last and finally, right now for any young girl that may be watching this video today. I want you to give them some words of encouragement to kind of help them throughout their week or throughout the rest of their life.
Okay.
The floor is
Um,
yours.
Well, you guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Coach Shaquille. Shicel. I know it's spelled different, but it's just Shaquille. Um, and my advice that I would give to young girls right now would be learn you, find your identity in this world, and do everything that you can to protect that identity, to love that identity, to be patient with that identity, and to keep your relationship with God strong. Like at the end of the day, you are going to go through things, you are going to experience things, but to have a source that you can go to get that love, to get that reassurance, to get that comfort is so important. This world will do everything in its power to destroy you, to break you down, and to challenge you. But keep that strength, keep that belief in God and His capabilities of pulling you through hard times, and just keep pushing forward. Persevere in life. It can get easy to be comfortable with where you are, especially when things are just going so smoothly. But always challenge yourself to just go a little bit harder, just to go a little bit further, to really reach that potential that God has put inside of you. But love yourself, love your neighbors, and just do right by people.
Y'all heard it from her. Y'all heard it from her. And trust and believe me, this will not be the last time y'all see her. We already been talking, and trust and believe me,
Yes,
y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got some things that we might be working on here very shortly. So
for
stay tuned.
sure.
So love y'all. Be blessed, y'all, and we will see y'all next week. As I always say, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments. Meaning, some things that we're looking at is bad. God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, be
Yes.
blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Bye.